It is with genuine surprise that I must report to you guys that FDX is once again a competitive threat in North American Tekken, and possibly worldwide. I've been putting up some great tournament performances, and I have another fantastic one to show you. This is TNS 100, the weekly online tournament series hosted by Tampa Never Sleeps, and this is the 100th one for Tekken 8 specifically, so quite impressive. They've been doing a lot of work for the Tekken community. 317 entrants, a very stacked tournament with tons of heavy hitters. And this bracket path in particular was very demonic. I have 2 training partners. If you've ever fought a training partner in tournament, they know every single thing you're about to do. They know all your sequences, your flowcharts. They know when you get scared. They know when you're confident, and all of it can be used against you. And I had 2 of them in my bracket path. I fight the rank 1 NA, which, depending on which thumbnail or title you see, you may know is Victim of Ritual, aka Victeemo, who will be going to the Tekken World Tour Finals as the American representative on the regional leaderboard. I also fight a bracket demon of 4 years, going back to the Tekken 7 days, including my 2 training partners. These are people who have a lot of history with me and know my psychology well. And on top of that, I fight a Red Bull Gaming and Forbes 30 under 30 esports star. If you're new to the Tekken scene, you might not know Cuddlecore, but longtime Tekken fans will know that she has had an illustrious career in esports. Lots of matches, so I'm going to timestamp the ones that I think you must watch. It's going to be called Must Watch. Okay, if you don't have time, if you need to come back to the video later, at least check out those matches. They're really cool. Aside from that, we have a lot to get into, so let us begin. First match is against Landon D. By the way, you'll notice in the notes I've included these numbers. This is like chess elo. There's a website called Waivu Wank. I did not say that incorrectly. That's what it's actually called. And they use an elo system, third party, not affiliated with Bandai Namco, to track every player's rank. So this gives us a little bit of flavor to try and estimate skill levels. Obviously, at the very top level, it's not going to matter too much, but you'll notice that I'm 200 points below Landon D, and this is to add to the surprise factor and the X factor of, oh my goodness, FDX is fighting a huge uphill battle, storytelling and all that. All right, let's begin. I have some notes below, but I'll be talking about it in-game most of the time. The key point is that the past 2 times I fought Landon, he has demolished me, and that immediate sidestep 3+4 to launch me is a good understanding of how I want to approach my offense. Slide goes past my weave, break the throw. My only real plan here is to not get too predictable. I have some offensive patterns that I'm comfortable with. I have some neutral timings that I'm comfortable with. And I need to make sure I don't repeat too many of the same things because he will pick up on it. Throw a down one while standing one, pushing him to the wall. I'm on the P2 side, which is not the most comfortable, but he didn't get a counter hit there. So now I get a Sonic Fang punish, 14 frames. Nice duck, but he was a bit too slow. Auto parry is good, and I duck the forward 2-3. Law does have a plus frame mid extension, the poison arrow, the 1-inch punch. But in that specific situation, I figured showing the duck is important, not letting him get away with free string pressure. Okay, he goes into DSS pressure with heat. I'm mostly chilling, but I find a while standing 2-2 retaliation and right weave again. His heat is gone. I blocked the slide. Now it's my time to go in. Heat burst here to stabilize the wall a bit. I didn't know what angle we were at, so I go for a different ender. Weave. No stance. 1-2-1. Interrupt the down 4-2. Nice punch parry from Landon. Not giving me too much respect, but I snipe him with the Sonic Fang. 2 straight rounds. It's looking pretty good. I'm feeling good. I'm breathing, making sure I'm hydrated, and all of that really has been adding up. Your physical condition helps a lot in this game, believe it or not. QCF1, nice sidestep right against the flicker stance. Most options will lose to sidestep right after flicker. So Landon doing some great default Tekken defense there. I block the low. Dashing in, trying to push my way off the wall, but he ducks a high and pushes me right back. Finishes the 1-1-1. Small punish from me. Could have gotten more. QCF1, it's time. Stomp, but I don't finish the high, so he doesn't launch. Little cheap stuff there. If I did both hits of the stomp and the punch, he would have ducked and launched me. And he ducks the clinch grab, but whiffs heat burst. I only get a small whiff punish there. I duck for the slide, and he heat smashes. He faked the slide and then went with the mid. Very basic Law stuff, but I'm always impressed by how Law players can manipulate my brain like that. Dash, Dragon Hammer, counter hits my slower button. And that's Landon's strength, is He's not too concerned about the weave or the counter hit. He will make his read and go. So if he thinks I'm going to weave or delay my timing, he will just throw out the counter hit launcher, even if back one would blow it up. I push him to the wall with some left weave. Stomp, do the mid, and I back up. Not a whiff punish, but I caught him trying to slide on me. Breaks the throw. Nice. Good thing I blocked this heat smash. It would have wall splatted. And I get a hard read on his DSS3. I could have done something a bit safer, go for the duck. But I can't lie. Hitting the extended duck forward 2 is so satisfying. Look at this again. I have a hunch he's going to do that homing high twice. A duck full crouch down forward 2 would have done it, but hard extended duck forward 2 is my preferred launch of choice. We heat dash here, Sonic Fang to wall carry, keep it simple, and then a simple wall ender. Really, really happy with how I played that. 3-1, but like I said before, Landon isn't one to tweak. At least to me, it doesn't show in his gameplay. He'll keep making the adjustments. And I have to make sure I stay flexible, because if I keep showing the same timings, you know, he understands me as a player. It'll get bad for me really quickly if I get a little stale. All right. I run jabs and 1-2-1s, sprinkle in some other strings here. Nice. Back 2. I wanted to go under a high potentially or challenge the slide. Works out for me. Huge lead here. 5 Fox Fury. Let's see how he responds. Little whiff punish on the throw. Flicker jabs just to put up a wall. See how he wants to get around it. 2-1 heat smash. Part of Steve's strength is that he's so safe, so you can really just keep swinging. And even if you're not winning damage, your opponent will give away when they want to attack eventually. And that's when you put out the counter hit button. Block the string, little punish. He goes for a raw DSS2 into nunchuck when I try to retaliate on wake up. He's containing me a little better. 1-1-1 beats my weave punch option. Messes up the combo, but he's still continuing his offense. Okay, I get a spin 2 off. Heat engage heal is important. Spin into peekaboo. This time no mid, just playing mix-ups after. And all of this is with the goal of getting him to retaliate. But it's looking ugly for me. Sure, Ryukin! I think I caught his backdash. I don't think he ducked. But I was playing with the timing of the 1-2-1 down 2. A Hail Mary. Down forward 1 heat smash. Heat smashing from minus because, again, I've been playing string, string, string. And Steve has some extensions. Maybe he hesitates, and in that case, it paid off. It's game point for me now. What does Landon have to adapt? Back 1-2-2, mashing after the back 1 or the down forward 1 situation from before. DF1-2, I get caught sidestepping, needed to just chill out. No wall splat here, but he can blow it up with the nunchuck, and he still has a full bar of heat because he keeps regenning it every nunchuck. Sidestep right button gets counter hit, and wow, 23-second perfect. 23-second perfect. Down 1-3, no duck in the second hit, and he punch parries after. Aware that I'm retaliating with punches like 99% of the time. You know, Steve Fox. He's in heat first. I just need to see if I can time it out, but I find a down forward 2 float. Little conversion here. Pretty sure I'm going to go into heat to extend the combo and to fight back against his heat with mine. He doesn't launch my Shoryuken. The weave shoulder doesn't connect, but his heat's about to run out. Nice. And I get delay timing dragon hammered. Landon, not deterred by the back 1, not deterred by the down forward 2, delays his timing to just beat me. Very, very well played. And now my back's to the corner. I'm trying to heal a bit. I go for a Hail Mary Rage Art. Landon is patient. Knee lift punish. A little sweaty, but very nice. And all of a sudden, my lead has evaporated. Still have the game lead and would like to close it out here. But it's 2-2 rounds, and Landon seems to have figured me out. QCF1 whiffs. I got lucky his whiff punish didn't connect, but he finds the punch parry after. Slide is good. I'm trying to accept that it doesn't do too much damage, each individual slide, but he's regen so much heat that I'm still almost in the same situation as before. He sits still to try to bait me, but I find the heat engage. And I made a foolish error there. I held the stance to try to catch a retaliation and parry him, but I can't parry his nunchucks. So silly me, my bad. Landon makes the comeback after almost losing 3 rounds straight, and now we're 1-1. At this point, I can't get too concerned that he has me downloaded. I can't get concerned about being nervous. It's just,
I gotta stay active.
yep, if you heard me say it, it's I gotta stay active. I gotta go to the next play. I gotta keep it fluid against a training partner who knows my tendencies, my flowcharts. It's important to constantly keep digging into the bag and finding new tricks, finding new ideas, and in general, just not getting married to one way of trying to hit him. So, leaning into the notes below, it's simple. Right weave to beat almost everything. If he's calling out the right weave, back one him. But he hop kicks my approach, which has now given me a new level of anxiety. Because if I can't even move forward, how am I supposed to fight this guy? Okay, DSS pressure, plus frames and chip. I'm trying to just get off the wall. A little back sway Billy Club. Lucky me. Corner throw, but I missed the conversion to wall splat. Okay, run in, running two, push him to the wall, try to play the plus frames, but he catches me. QCF1, a little bit of slower timing to get past the parry, but the combo drops. Counter hit, sidestep 3, wall splat, junkyard, no high splat. I got lucky again, but I ducked, and then he kills me with the low as I side roll. Ideally, a tech roll there to get up and guess would have been better, but it is what it is. 1-1-1. This time I get a bigger punish. 2-1 into more pressure, but he just 1-1-1s again. These jab counter hit strings are so important to use, especially in first to two. The risk is not that bad. Weave 1-2. Billy Club, catching him ducking or something. QCF2, run a new low. Add some more threats to my arsenal besides just a wall of hitboxes. And that was a wonderful adjustment. I don't know if you caught that. I did 1-2-1, and instead of playing a mix-up after, I just heat smash to beat the auto parry. Important adjustment. If I go for the low, it's fine, but it wouldn't have killed. It's a great way to call out the parry that he's been showing me over and over. Peekaboo down one. He misses the punish again. Lucky me. While standing one, I'm just chilling. QCF1 catches him moving. Nice power crush to beat my Peekaboo 2. So many stances and button names. Even I'm like struggling. QCF1 catching him moving forward. I've been playing a bunch of weaves. I've been playing a bunch of back one and faster jabs. A bit of a medium speed button is crucial. And that play is also one of my favorites. Right here. Different wall ender. Instead of the machine gun punches, I wild man and then weave over here. Outfox away from the get up kick. And Outfox 2 hits grounded there. Stole that from Numon. So it's a great Okozemi option, especially as pocket sand near the end of rounds. Okay, DSS4 doing a chunk of damage. Break that throw. It would have broken the floor. And then I snipe his forward movement with my Sonic Fang. Wild man counter hit confirm. While standing 2-2, he blocks. And I try to parry again. I hold the stance, dance in his face, and he nunchucks me into the air. Blows up the bottom of the asteroid. Strong aerial tailspin. Plus frames. I'm chilling. He sidestep threes. Slide is good, and now it's a last mix, and he just down back threes. Final round against Landon D. Instant full crouch down forward 2 to rob him if he tries to jab, and he did. A FDX combo. You hate to see it. Don't give him this extra opportunity. I try to counter hit him, but he's faster. Peekaboo 1, Peekaboo down 1, trying to play with different mix-up options. Back 1, bodies his down forward 2. He was reading a slower button or a delay timing, and I blew him up for it. Keep the combo simple. Billy Club. Did I get away? No, the heat burst tracks me. Down jab, 5 Fox Fury. Peekaboo down 1. He breaks the throw. Heat smash, time to guess. 1 or 1+2, and I catch him with the 1. He actually hit a button, I think. I think he thought I was going to hold the parry. But in that case, I just ran the mix. So by the skin of my teeth, I beat Landon 2-1. And this was the bracket up to that point. It was a huge tournament, right? So we each played tons of matches before even this one to qualify for top 48. And the momentum will continue. It was GG's. We always have a good time fighting. And now I fight a character demon match. If you've been following the channel for some time, if you play Steve Fox, you'll know that Asuka Kazama is a ridiculous character right now. She's personally in my top 5. And I'm fighting a player who 2-0'd Shadow 20Z to get to this match. I expected to fight Shadow, instead I'm fighting Zatch. A student of King Ray Jr., I found out. God 3. I can't even get close to God 3. In any case, I'm doing a great job this round of finding small poke damage, not overcommitting. So for this heat smash, I'm not going to go into stance. I'm going to chill out. Nice. Got the can out of the way. Up back to punish. I love the way I'm playing here. And if you see the notes below, it's defensiveness, not passiveness. And test the move list knowledge. I may have directed your attention to the notes. Look back at the gameplay here. After this, I test him with the string. Back 1, down 2. Very low parryable. But the sense I got was that Zatch was trying to counter hit me. And first round is the greatest time to get information, especially against a character like Asuka. DF1, QCF1, weave. Okay, so a lot of my regular attacks and movements are working fine. I don't need to overthink it. QCF1 snipes him. Running 2, how does he respond? He power crushes on a delay. Okay, information for later. 5 Fox Fury. The wall's right there. Nice spring kick. Ah, was that punish? Okay, I walked up and he rage arted. Just chill out. You throw punish this. It's minus 13. Throws are 12 frames, and you get the max damage out of that. Steve's 13 frame punish is not that good. 1-2-1. Okay, he tried to mash after 1-2-1. I'm collecting a ton of information. I'm putting out the wall of hitboxes. I'm delaying some, staggering some string pressure. Steve in general is usually, I've been scared to do that against Asuka. But my approach now is I need to interact. I need to find out what he's interested in responding to, and then try to abuse that. Nice block on the low. Up forward 2, counter hit. And I'm running the down 2-1 over and over, just to get some damage, and I know I'm not trying to force situations on Asuka anyways because of the parries and the counter hits. Second sweep. I wasn't born yesterday, young one. I don't know how old or young Zatch is, but this conversion is sweet. I blow up the wall. Probably shouldn't have done that because now the situation is a little ugly. I probably should have just taken the wall combo damage. Block the low. Very nice last hit situation. Unless he heat engage heals, so we heat burst from afar. I run up and do a low, and Asuka's heat smash jumps over lows. Silly me. Should have done a mid. That could have been punch parried. It's fine. Over here, a little late. Had to pick a faster whiff punish or not do a whiff punish at all. I think she recovers in time anyways. 1-2-1. Up at 2, just barely out of range. So unfortunate. DF2, but on normal hit. Or I think I crouched. It doesn't launch. Whiff punish on the forward 4. Super happy about that. Clinch 1. The link is good. Keep the wall combo safe. Don't go for any fancy resplats. Take the 90 damage. Okay, small punish there. That's very much in my favor. Knowing that he didn't 2-3 me. Super nice. Okay. Last chunk of heat. I tried to do a running 2. I think. I don't know what the forward 1+2 was. But I'm still playing. QCF2. Last pixel. Whiff punish again. Whiff punish again. Okay. So my string pressure has added up because he's showing me that he's willing to whiff. And as long as I'm sharp enough to punish it, I'm in business. Game 2, going to secluded training ground, and I'm not going to say I'm comfortable at this point, but I'm definitely glad I won the first game. And my priority is still going to be to try to win damage when I do decide to attack. QCF2 there. Hitting the feet is pretty important because Asuka wants to blow you up for a predictable attack timing. She tried to punch parry me, but I ran the Swindler and it got past the punch parry. That was quite fortunate for me. But against Asuka, a character who's trying to blow you up when you swing at the wrong time, it's important not to swing too much and just hit her block. So I'm forcing mix-ups and seeing if he'll respond to the lows, which will give me other strategies to employ later. But for now, it's about winning as much damage as possible. Spin 2 is good. Maybe the lows have been adding up. Block the sidestep 2, block the running 1+2, doesn't go for the second low, and I verbally claim to block that low, but it's 120 ms, so you know it's gonna be pretty hard to react to those things, but it's something to aspire to do regardless. You know, back to counter hit. Couldn't tell you why I went for that. Okay, 1-2-1, nice. Winning half HP within 10 seconds. Unfortunately, I eat the running 1 or the forward 1 into the guaranteed confirm. Don't break the throw, and now it's combo time to the wall. Take my deep breath, not to calm down, just to keep breathing. I'm not telling myself to calm down, I'm telling myself to breathe. There's a small distinction there. Sidestep 2, beating my 1-2-1, and Zatch has figured something out because he's up 2 rounds. And going down a game to Asuka is a nightmare. Okay, block the mid. Don't let the lows get to me. Nice. Little whiff punish with the flicker back 2. Spin 2 is blocked. Putting up my wall again. The punch parries haven't been working. I can keep trusting my offense. Beautiful whiff punish. Clinch. Gives me the one again. I land the link again. This time I go for the resplats. Extended duck 1. Weave right? No, just Sonic Fang. There's a few options there. Whiff punish again. Running 2. I get the misinput, but the down 2-1 kills. My arcade stick, if I hit running 2 too hard, it'll trigger my 1+2 bind. So I need to change out that button because a running 2 would have killed there. And that would have been a disaster if I lost because of that. Uh-oh. Forward 2-1. Power crush to call out the charge move. Thank goodness that doesn't break guard. I may have given them ideas for season 3. I don't know. 1-2-1 counter hit again. My punches are working. Just got to stick to it. Back 1. Blow up the slower button. I had a hunch that Zatch would greed the frame situation and try to do multiple plus frames in a row. So I played my interrupt there. Awkward situation. QCF2 and peekaboo down 1, insisting on the lows because he hasn't answered it yet. So do I really need to stop? Back 1. Okay. Second hit counter hits. Peekaboo down 1 and then back off. I don't need to force offense just because I have plus frames. 1-2-1 down 2. The lows are all hitting. I can trust them. I don't need to force a counter hit. Okay, luckily he was committed to the string. I didn't get comboed. While standing 2. Nice evasion on the flicker stance. It would have probably gone under the flicker jabs too. So that's just me over-aggressing. But Asuka will do that to you. I have to accept it. Go to the next play. I get away from the wall. That's huge. Now I can block a bunch of these moves without being worried. 5 Fox Fury clips him, wall splat, but I can't convert. And a huge extended duck 2. After clinching him multiple times, I decided, you know what? It might just be time for him to die. And you may know that this is kind of a callback to that King Ray Jr. match. In a very similar situation, I ran the extended duck 2. So some could argue this was a foolish decision, especially with the wall right there and Asuka has install. She has a little Nani Wagusto stack. So if she decided to up forward 1-2 punish me, I might have eaten another Twitter combo video. But because Zatch ducked, I end up winning 2-0 over an Asuka Kazama as Steve Fox. Something that I do not take for granted. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful win, and it feels fantastic. But now, the titular match, the match that you may have read about in the title and or thumbnail, FDX versus Victeemo. This is a match to qualify for top 8 on the winner's side. I'm having the best run of my life so far. At least in Tekken 8. Best run of my life in Tekken 8. And Victeemo is a significant obstacle. Luckily for me, he picked Nina. I do think Victeemo's Nina is better. But I don't think I've fought Victeemo's Anno is a problem for Steve, in my opinion. So I didn't have much of a game plan, but to stay active. And we'll see how that plays out. I immediately eat a raw down back 3+4. Victeemo probably trying to go under a high or counter hit some of my delay timings. Whatever it is, it worked out. But if you look at my actual HP, I didn't take too much punishment. And after a 1-2-1, we're now equal. Flicker back 2. Playing with my move list, playing different stance options. Okay, he goes under my punch parry. Nice. And we trade, and I'm in the air. Not favorable for me in this circumstance. Down back 2. He's probably not going to blow up the balcony. It makes sense to save it for later. Oh, and Heat Smash blowing up my Heat Burst. A little bit too predictable there with the Heat Burst timing. I get the sense that Victeemo would probably not want to go to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse downstairs with the, 6 exploding walls. So it makes sense to save the balcony in that situation. 64 damage, quite nice. Have his back to the wall. Flicker jab pressure. He's chilling out. And I just rip it. I couldn't tell you why I did the full crouch down forward 2. I just thought it would hit. 74 damage to my name. Okay. 1-2-1 string. Just block. Take the chip. It's fine. 2-1 counter hit. Try to take some more greedy frames there with the running 2. Stomp gets rage arted. And it will connect. No risk of death here. But my back is now to the wall, which is a little ugly, so I roll away. Sonic Fang Heat Dash. Again, pushing away from the wall. Weave right. Victeemo's chilling, so I go for the guard break. Not enough to kill. Don't greed the low yet. No, I do running 2 into the low. Right? We know the low parry's on the table. Sometimes you have to just swing anyways.
It's crazy.
All right. That was good. Stomps, saves the wall again, and I toe kick, and that's the payoff. Block the toe kick, now blow up the wall, and take another combo. And this combo puts me in a situation to lose the round. I'm not in heat yet, and I'm at like 70%, or 30%. But I block and launch. Rare good punish from VDX. Okay, up back 2, wall splat. Yes, 2-1. Near equal? He hasn't gotten into heat yet. I can take advantage of that resource advantage. I backed up a little bit, gave him space to heat burst, so I guess I didn't take advantage of it. Heat smash to try to break the floor. He's just blocking. He's chilling. Guard break. Okay. What do we got now? Stomp! Guard break again. Oh, but he missed the launch. I mash right back. Running 2. Step on the feet. Insist. I insist on stepping on your feet. I have a lead 2-1. And I eat another raw down back 3+4. Is that Geyser Cannon? Is that what it's called? Anyways, Victeemo gets max damage this time and blows up the floor. Now the variance is in play. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Heat Burst. If I eat a wall splat, I'm in the air again. So I sidestep and weave to the right. He's got me to the wall again. Back 2 evades his back 2. Down back 2 to track me weaving. Very nice. Break the 1 throw. That was a quick one. Okay, just pushing him to the wall with my movement, but he steps the 5 Fox Fury, but misses the back turn punish. He only clipped my side, and that combo only works perfectly on the rear. Little resplat, little blow up the wall, spike to the ground. He side rolls on delay. That was really good. Flicker jab pressure. 2-1. While standing 1-2 confirm. Duck the guns. Nah. Very, very nice. 3-1 against the rank 1 NA player. Also, again, rated about 200 points above me. Punching above my pay grade today. Okay, now it's celebration on the Sen. I'm feeling good. I just need to stay active. 1-2-1 down 2. Again, testing out that string defense. It's not that I don't think he doesn't know, but I want to apply more mental pressure with more threats. Because if you're looking for exactly what the Steve player is going to do, you just stand block the whole time. And just don't swing when he's about to counter hit you, right? So I'm sprinkling in other options to take his mind off of, like, the key threats. And I think Steve kind of has to do that. You have to throw a bunch of move list at them. Oh my goodness, I almost died. Over here, but I swing and there's a second hit. I think Steve could probably forward duck under that if I did over here forward duck. But I was not ready for that. Peekaboo down 1, down jabs out of there. And this is a bit of a wrench in the works, so to speak. Victim starts playing a bunch of down jab. I get a nice little delay timing Lionheart mix up there. Weave 1-2. Wall splat. Could have Sonic Fang. But yeah, the down jab is going to start slowing down my pressure. And that's going to be a bit annoying to deal with. Not the end of the world. Dash Heat Smash is going to counter hit him. Should be a clean last hit. Do I go low? He blocks it. And I duck into the Heat Smash. Never mind. Not so easy. Duck forward 2. Nice duck. I got shot in the face. Peekaboo down 1 blocked. He's calling out my lows. He down jabs. And all of a sudden my lead is gone. Running 2. QCF1 weave. Weave the next down jab. So that's one of Steve's answers to weave, to down jab, is to weave. You have low parry, you have weave, you have really good read, you have Shoryuken, but depends on being in peekaboo stance or not. Or flicker up to, I guess, as of season 2. While standing 1, 1-2-1. All right. And by putting out my wall first, I don't let Nina oppress me. But if I swing from too far, I get down back 2 counter hits. You know, dancing on the knife's edge. Biking to the ground. I'm still breathing deeply. Flicker jabs help to realign. Very nice, because I would have gotten blown up otherwise. All right, she gets into heat now. I want to keep this corner pressure. Weave 1-2. Oh, nice sidestep around the flicker back 2. I just wanted to get out of there. I'm getting chipped. I'm running out of HP. Side roll. What is this? Can I get into heat? Can I heat burst? Yes. And it connects. DF1 to try to stop any shenanigans. Heat dash just to get some more healing, but he caught my rear again, and this time it will not whiff. I get shot. Victim now up 2-1. The adjustment's working. 1-2 jab, outpacing me, getting shot because I mashed. And unfortunately, that's going to be a bit of a pattern. Knee, I mashed, I got shot again. I just wanted to take control of the neutral again, I think. So I kept challenging and gave up a bunch of free HP there. You know, sometimes you die for that beautiful duck and launch. And let's go to the next game. My fault, man. My fault. My bad. Little greedy trying to mash after every knee into gun. Now we're on Phoenix Gate. Okay, safe mid. That's fine. Break the 1 throw.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I wanted a 2-1, but I got 2-2. It's fine. Give a little punish. Victim going under my back 1. Down 4s. I'm getting harassed low. And with down jabs. QCF2 beats the power crush. Very nice. Nice jab. I would have gotten counter hit launch if I were slower. DF1, but she's out of there. Nina's so slippery. Okay, little whiff. I wasn't ready to whiff punish. Can't get away from the heat burst without Fox. Power crush beats my wild man. It's not going well. I'm getting pieced up, down 4. It's a 50-50 in retrospect.
I can't get passive just because he stepped.
In retrospect, I probably should have just swung. But in the stream, you may have heard me note, I can't get passive. Have to stay active. So I swing some down forward 2s. The second one counter hits. Run some duck ins to go under jabs. He down jabs. So he's feeling the pressure. If he's down jabbing, he wants to get me off of him. Back 1-2. Ducking in. Just trying to stay as sticky as possible. He's stepping out of the way, but I won't stop. Down 2-1. There's a down jab again. Okay, so he really wants to get me off him. Another down jab. I need to capitalize on that, but I can't get greedy for it. I can't forget to play the rest of the Tekken game while I eventually look for a moment to cash out on that read. That's why this game is so hard. There's so much other game to play besides making your read. Whiff! Nice punish. Very, very sharp. By sticking in on him with my ducks and my quick pokes, he wants to keep me out finally. That's how I found the whiff, and I had to be ready to punish it. 1-2, 1-2. Down 4 again. A different flavor of down jab. 1-2-1. QCF1 catching the sidewalk right. A little too much of that particular movement. That's how I will answer that. You have to go left if you want to beat the QCF1. 1-2-1. Yep. Underneath and peekaboo and read the down jab. Box a bit, make my read, cash out with this combo. Don't blow up the wall. Just 2-1 Gatling gun punch. And now it's a 50-50. I cross him up somehow. Running 2. Mid this time. You may recall I did the low after 1 running 2 in game 1, maybe game 2. But now I'm in the lead again. Would love to close out here. Exploding floor is a threat. Both of our heat smashes will blow that up. I can't weave past the down 4, but I can win some poke damage. Down 2-1, down 2-1. QCF1, okay, he's still stand blocking. Down 2-1. Sometimes it is as simple as just mix them up. DF1, okay, I didn't whiff anything too crazy. Tried to frame trap, he goes into heat. Good call. Just chill out a little bit. He needs to make something happen with his heat gauge. I can just chill out. I go in just to burn the rest of the gauge, and now I have a huge advantage. Just need to not throw it. Let's get into heat somehow, FDX. 1-2-1 counter hit is nice. Ooh, peekaboo down 1. 2-1. Frame trap. No, he's chilling. Over here, nothing's happening. Oh my goodness. Sonic Fang raw just to change it up. He down jabs my clinch. Goes for the low high. I don't duck the second hit. Goes for the low high. I don't duck the second hit again. Heat smash to clip the movement. And we close it out 2-1 against Victeemo to make top 8. The gameplay, quite proud of it. This is the bracket so far. We beat Landed to qualify for top 48 once Cloudflare lets me through. Here we go. Zatch 2-0, Victim of Ritual 2-1, and now we're going to the top 8. Important to note that Victim took out Peeling. That would have been a horrible matchup for me. So, also, Kingray Jr. going down to Cheese Yoni. I think Kingray was saying he had 24 hours with no sleep. That's not to downplay Cheese Yoni or anything, but all that to say that I'm glad Kingray is not in the top 8 winner side with me once again. And now we'll go to the top 8. I almost clicked the bracket. It would have spoiled things. But let's just go to the next match. This is where it gets exciting. This is a big must watch. If you jumped here, I don't even blame you because I'm so excited to share this match. BDX versus Hidetone. He's my coach. He's my friend. He has played against me in practice matches with one style. And then last time we fought in tournament, he made reads that he's been saving for like 2 years. Diabolical. Diabolical stuff. So I knew this set would have almost nothing to do with like initial game plans and things like that. We're on layer like 5,000 and it's time to just stay fluid, make some silly reads, try to rob each other. Hope you're ready for this. DF1, DF1, and he just challenges with a forward 3. He knows I'll get greedy. I'll repeat options. It's a good call out. Toe kick just to get out of the taunt situation. 1-1-2. Would have loved to launch that, but I catch him mashing after. The duck forward 2. Heat burst. Nice wall conversion. Could have maybe gotten the Gatling punches. Uh-oh. He got my rear. Okay. I jab, and he snake eyes parries me, and he's able to convert off the sidewall. Bryan Fury. I'm going to the next wall. Not yet, but it's getting close. Empowered hatchet. Big hitboxes over and over. Now I'm out of heat, and I have a mountain to climb. I could heal, but it's not that feasible to get all that gray back. Down forward 1.
Tony said RPS for side. What's wrong with this guy,
yep.
bro?
Okay, try to sidewalk left. I get clipped. Tony's playing a bunch of small Tekken. 1-2-1, 1-2-1 over and over again. So I start boxing back with him. Peekaboo down 1. He ducks the Peekaboo 2. He knows when I like to do that button. And the cash out is insane. I'm now back to the wall. Boom, boom. Time to guess for my life. He down fours me. Okay, taunt is a bit out of range now. I'm trying to weave out of the way eventually. But he has so many hitboxes. When do I play? 1, 2, 1. Okay. He does it twice? That's not the punish, VDX. What are you doing?
I don't know why I thought I got his rear.
For some reason at the time, I thought I made it whiff. I did not. All right, he's up 2 rounds, and now he's just forward dashing at me, trying to find a QCB1 timing. It doesn't counter hit me, but it's looking ugly. Sidewalk left does not get around that button. Sonic Fang punishes. I'm speaking a mile a minute because there's so much happening between us. Back 3, 1+2. Block the Northern Cross. I knew more was coming. Clinch on a bit of a delay. 1. He never gives me the 1 whenever we practice. And then last time in tournament, he did break 1. So now I just insisted. And once again, we see the situation from before, if you remember the Landon match, where I'm going to clinch here. I'm going to do this. And then after the wall combo, I'm going to do outfox. Over here, whiff punish with the guard break. Little bit of an extra metagame Steve can play besides going for Gatling gun punches all the time. Depends if you're more of a control Steve player or more of like a spicy, explosive Steve player like that. Full crouch down, forward 2. Wall splat? Ugh, I wasn't ready for it. Flicker jabs. Pay attention. He is noting those flicker jabs, and there's going to be a read later that's diabolical. 14 frame punish there. Could have gotten a 15. QCF1s. Lots of left hand. Left hand of Steve. Right hand for me. You know, my buttons. Flicker jabs, flicker jabs, flicker jabs. Yeah, a little greedy, a little greedy. Apparently, he started laughing on his stream when I did that. He's like, you know, it was a bit foolish to do the same option 4 times in a row. Okay, Lionheart 1. Go for the flip over. Down 1, poke the feet. Weave out of the way, but where are we going? Duck the other direction. Down 2, 1. Finish the string, the scrubby stuff. Tony will always duck that against any other Steve player. But with me, I usually don't ever go for that. He tried to snake edge me. Good thing I was out of there. While standing 2. Things slow down a little bit. Block punish on the down 2, 3. He tries to sidestep duck. While standing 1. I'm poking him up. A 1, 2, 1 counter hit. One of Bryan's best strings. Backing it up. Spin 2. Clips his forward movement. It's time to explode. DF1. Okay, he's fighting his way out of the corner. 5 Fox Fury, double sidestep, but I clipped the last one. We trade! 1, 2, 1. Trade and immediate mash. We were on the same page. Could have gone either way, but I closed out game 1. Now in game 2, we go to Celebration on the Sen. I've been on this stage like, what, 3 times now in this tournament alone? He switches outfits. Okay, I blocked the down back 3, but it wasn't even a punish. He's hard ducking, and he finds my timing with the QCB1. If you were looking for a theme this game, that's what it's going to be. Back 4, catching my sidestep. I can't step in that situation. Don't have enough frames. He doesn't kill me there, but it's looking quite ugly. QCB1 again. Power crush. He does it twice. He does it twice, man. Goes up around. I can't get too intimidated, but I also can't get too comfortable. Because that QCB1 will do a lot. And a while standing 3, while I'm looking for the other buttons, will also blow me up. High splat, forward, forward 2. Heat burst conversion. Oh, it's looking so ugly, man. Down back 3 just to stop me from counter hitting him. But Lionheart 1+2 goes through the Snake Eyes parry. Important recognition of the situation by me. Okay, forward for 1+2 again. I'm trying to weave out of there. He finishes again. Forward 1+2 punish. I could have whiff punish, but I didn't know it was going to whiff. Not going to lie. And got a little greedy. Back 1, Shoryuken. Saved, but I don't duck the second hit. Eep, eep. Eep, eep. Okay, run up and step on his feet. It's not over. Weave. He's chilling. He's going to Snake Eyes parry me. I knew it.
I didn't even see he had a stack, bro. What is...
But in the tournament setting, I forgot that he had the install stack because so many interactions had passed. 1, 2, 1 counter hit. Got to keep fighting. Running 2. Okay, made that whiff. Could have gotten a bigger punish, hopefully in the future. Flicker jabs and he snake edges under. Cool, the flicker jab. You thought the read from before was when he ducked? No, he snake edge under it. And that's not the only snake edge that's going to hit. I wish I could say it was the only one. 2-1. Backdash.
I'm so mad, bro.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. All I know is I'm about to die. Okay, he dropped the combo. Spring kick. And I try to grab him and he heat smashes and goes airborne and kills me. 3 straight rounds.
I got Bryan. I attacked.
Tony has the adjustment. What hope do we have if Tony has me downloaded? We're on the same stage once again. It's time to pull out every trick I have. And so is he. He's doing down 1+2. My 1-2-1 snipes it, luckily. Okay, delayed Billy Club catching the QCB1. Running 2 catches him ducking. He's trying to make reads. QCB1 blows me up. I whiffed a jab and swung again. While standing 3, uh-oh. Bryan Fury, no wall yet. Okay. Hey, smash. He fakes a wedge driver. I don't duck. DF1s. I'm locked up. My heat is gonna go away. I just need to regen a little bit. Okay, duck forward 2. Don't clam up. Keep fighting. Guard break. Enough to kill. First round of the third game. I almost said second game. Third game. Okay. Over here, snake charm, and then my button gets blown up. Bit greedy from me. Okay. Northern Cross catches me trying to attack again. This is a Bryan round. I knew so much was going wrong. I decided to duck just because I didn't want to clam up. You know, on defense, got to keep staying active. Single stomp. Stay fluid, which is what the notes say. Nice duck. I was looking for the Snake Eyes parry, but he misinputted, but it's still a high. Thank goodness. Okay. New Okazemi. He saw my land in set, decided not to interact, and heat smash whiff punished. Jab interrupt. Just heal. Just heal a little bit. But the Snake Eyes parry, I can't keep swinging. Oh! 1-2. Step on the feet! Ow! It was a 50-50, and he ducked it this time. Oh, okay. 1-1. 1-2-1. He tried to snake edge me again. Did you see that? Luckily, I went mid. Hatchet kick. 1-2-1. -6 only, so I play a DF1 after. Just trying to keep him honest there. Little punish on the 2 knees. Poke the feet a bit, but another peekaboo 2. He's too familiar. He watches me. He coaches me. Can't get away with a lazy offense. Down 2-1-2. Okay. 1+2 throws broken. Just spicing up the options a bit. Small whiff punish. He's got plus frames. Hatchet kick is blocked. Very nice by me. And this is a fire moment. I blocked the rage art. This is something I practiced literally yesterday in the replays. You have to, as Steve, if you go into stance like this, you have to hold down back and then hold to back as soon as the camera switches. You switch your input to back as soon as the camera angle changes after Bryan finishes laughing. I have not been able to block in that situation since Tekken 8 came out, but I labbed it in practice mode in the replay takeover, literally the day before this tournament. So that really paid off. Okay, flicker back 2 clips him. Flicker 2, he's just chilling. He's just chilling. Little whiff. Could have gotten a Lionheart 2 to kill maybe, but I still have a good lead. Can't dwell on the past. Nice. Peekaboo forward 2. Heat burst conversion. This should be a death combo. Sonic Fang, just Sonic Fang again. No, what are you doing, VDX? While standing 2-2, break the throw. Hold on. Nobody panic. As long as he doesn't counter hit you. 1-2-4 counter hits me. Wall splat. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Hold on. Remain calm. Okay, block. Uh-oh, last pixel. Low high string, no launch. Weave. Die. Oh, my goodness. 2-1 against Tony. In an absolute nail biter after selling the combo that should have killed him. This combo should have killed him. But then it's a disaster. It's so important to remain calm here. It's so important to not tweak when that counter hit hits. It's so important not to sweat the taunt that's coming. It's 1 pixel. He fakes a wedge driver. I block low. I stay crouching. I stay crouching for the high, but I don't launch. He blocks the mid, and now we both mash, but I mashed an evasive stance. 1-2. We've won 1-1. What a nail biter. That was the match of the night, I think, for me. Actually, no, there's an upcoming match that is even better. But that was a huge win to propel me into top 3 winners final against none other than Red Bull Gaming superstar Forbes 30 under 30 Cuddle Core. I'm still cooling down from that Tony match. But the Cuddle Core match, this is not my first time fighting her. I fought her at EVO 2024. I played both Steve and Lily. I got bodied. and I fought her a bunch, sometimes online, but I fought her really a bunch in ICFC back in Tekken 7. And it's going to turn out that not having a sword is going to make the neutral extremely hard against this robot. Not the player, I'm talking about Alisa. Alisa is so hard for Steve to hit, borderline impossible for Steve to control, and you'll see how Cuddle really gets around what Steve wants to do. Peekaboo down 1, single backdash is so strong to beat a lot of his follow-ups. So I played down 2-1. Okay. Trying to get in there, trying to pressure, but she's just chilling. Power crush. Running the stance low over and over, trying to get me to respond to the stance a little more. And again, like I talked about, winning damage in Season 2 when you do have attack opportunities is so important. I know that seems obvious, but some people in Tekken will focus more on hitting people's block or playing around timings and things like that. You really need to win damage when you're going to swing.
To stop guessing sooner, but I can't force that.
Okay, she's playing an evasive stance, so I can't force too much. Down 2-1. Underneath the throw! Just by chance, but we'll take it. High splat, nice conversion. A good lead this round. How can we convert it? I gotta keep going in, but I can't get robbed by Alisa. 1-2-1 over and over. It's looking good. Underneath, a little slow. Lionheart 2, nice. Flexibility on offense. Caught her ducking. Really happy with that. Okay, ducking in, up back to guard break. I'm actually playing this first game really well. Okay, standing 4. 2-1. Counter hit down forward 2.
That was actually a crazy mash.
Okay, sweep the feet. Not looking great. Sweep the feet again. I have no damage on her. Block that and punish it. But how do I get into heat? Okay, sidestep the heat burst. Down jab to stop the pressure. 5 Fox Fury. Just trying to put something out there. Nice Wildman confirmed though. Clinch. Nice duck. She's late. Running 2. Stop. Nice duck again. And now
She's down to guess.
the floor can break in 1 hit. I have to figure out how to break through this defense. I try to snake charm, but I don't get launched. Lucky me. Catch her ducking with the QCF1. A little float. Opportunity. VDX combo. And I duck at the last second. Eat the mid. Okay, she goes into stance. I take the low. Okay, take the low again. And I take the high. I'm falling behind in the damage race against Alisa. Trying to figure out the perfect opportunity to go in. Heat smash. Beating the power crush is something. But I still have a mountain to climb. She still has a ton of heat. The healing is going to help. The wall position is going to help too. Mess up the combo. Not good. Eat a hop kick on my slight delay timing. I tried to keep it tight, but I was just a little too slow. Unfortunate. Tailspin. Stance mix. Heat dash. There's only 8 seconds left. How am I going to make this comeback? I eat the keep out, and then she goes under the down forward 1-2-1. This is first to 3. It is winner's final, so it's not the end of the world, but I'm definitely uncomfortable. Game 2, now on the arena stage. Okay. Spin 2, and she evades the 1-2-1 again.
My life is suffering, bro.
I say my life is suffering because I'm getting chopped to death as I'm trying to box. My feet. Break the 1 throw. Nice wall position for me. I expect a power crush, so I'm just chilling out. Okay, flicker back 2. Important. Sweep the feet. Nice. Opportunity. Peekaboo down 1. I need to win damage. She's out of there. No duck on the second hit because there's a mid threat that would have killed me anyways. Break the throw. Power crush is probably coming. Heat burst anyways. Over here, but I needed to duck in to get under the high. I'm trying my best, but I'm losing the damage race to a bunch of lows, and then it's so hard to aggress Alisa from behind. So probably the answer would be to just speed up, but I'm still kind of tentative. Don't want to get robbed, but, you know, sometimes you have to just be ready to get robbed. I whiff and get punished. This is another ugly round. Goodness gracious. Perfect. What a situation. A control character against a character who cannot be controlled. Attacking into somebody who is not already hard to hit. On top of me usually having a sword character, if you talk about Tekken 7, to figure out how to hit her. This is quite a match made in hell. But nice Sonic Fang whiff punish, and I go low and get launched. I can't let that bother me too much, because the idea that she had to respond to my mix-up opportunity is pretty important.
may need to put more buttons on the screen.
Yep, and right there I conclude I need to put more buttons on the screen. Let's see how that converts. First a block punish, then flicker pressure, then a clinch. Okay, nothing yet. Sonic Fang, more buttons on the screen. Hold on. Possibly figuring something out. On the board again. More buttons. How does that play out? I get jabbed. That's fine. I wonder if I could have snake charmed that. Probably testing the replay later. Down forward 1. Okay, break that 1+2 throw. My throw breaks are holding up. That low is not the end of the world. I just gotta get active. More buttons. The down jab is not the end of the world either. Can't weave out of the chainsaw stance. Chainsaw stance is stop playing stance. Gotta remember that. DF121, power crush. She's plus. Can't backdash out of the range of her low chainsaw. Find a little weave. I rage art. And it's good. The activity incentivizes her to keep aggressing herself. And then I can find the rage art. I've put her in rage. I can get into heat for free, but how can I convert this into a win? She's plus. And I duck. 2 straight games for Cuddlecore. And now I don't want to go into losers because the loser side of this bracket was full of demons. Ideally, you go through in the winner side, you play less matches, you stay warm, or I mean, you stay less fatigued, and you have more chances in the grand final set. But it is not going well. Down 2-1. Again, just trying to win damage. But she's got the lead already. She's got the plus frames. Okay, underneath! Yes! Duck forward 2. We love that. Combo. Keep it simple. Milk out as much damage as possible. Don't go into heat just yet. We need that for later. Could have whiff punish. That's fine. Okay. No block punish. Odd. Floated. Quite fortunate probably in this circumstance, but the power crush is good, and the lead is gone, and the up forward 2 is connecting. Down 2-1 counter hit. Gotta stay in there. Gotta stay active. Okay. The mid. Blocked. Can I get into heat? Down 2-1 is blocked, but it's not the end of the world. No punishment. And I delay my timing and get hop kicked. Alisa things. Alisa things. Can't be too mad about that. I was getting in there. I was playing just slight adjustments. Just need some slight adjustments. Over here. Wow. And she's chilling out. She knows exactly when I'm relaxing too and goes in and gets plus frames and then goes into stance. Sidesteps around my peekaboo pressure. Forward 2 into chainsaws again. I get her out of stance, but then she jabs and resets the situation. 5 Fox Fury gets her out of chainsaw stance again, but I duck in and she heat smashes. I completely forgot she was in heat. I don't know how. Block the low for once. Nice. Flicker jabs. Hold on. Steve is a rapidly evolving situation, and I don't break the throw. And all of that. Just to die. Get up kick gets jumped over. Cannot start panicking once Alisa creates an advantage. You have to stay composed. You start get up kicking. You start spring kicking. She has setups for that. Okay, I didn't get launched for doing that, which is nice. But I'm running out of ideas. Clearly. Peekaboo down 1. That's what I got. Okay, weave. Nice. Needed that. Break the floor. Realign. Turn her around. Okay, this is a combo. No more playing around. Oh, why did that drop? Nice duck under the clinch. Weave gets clipped. Wild man, we're fighting back. Give up no... Oh. Give up no pressure is what I was going to say. Oh, running 2, and she got turned around. This time, the conversion works. It's not over. Rapid breathing. 1-2-1. The floor explosion is gone. Nice low parry. Too many down jabs. I make the call out. Awkward combo. And by awkward, I mean bad. Okay. She's still playing around my 1-2-1, etc. Nice whiff punish. Bro, up back 2 is supposed to be my long range button. Okay. Get around. Nice. Nice. QCF2. Boop. It's working. Weave. Okay, hold on. Weave demon. Uh-oh, she's in chainsaws. Lord help me. Okay, she's out of heat now. Weave. Get the rear. We can close out. Punch. Sonic Fang catching the sidewalk. The second hit has obscene tracking that probably shouldn't work that way, but we take those. QCF2, keep working the legs. Uh-oh, she stepped around the flicker back too. I duck for the chainsaw. Mix. No break on the throw. Disaster. 50% HP gone. Up forward 2. This is an absolute nightmare. Back to the wall against Alisa. Chainsaws. Okay, finishing the string. Can I get into heat? She power crushes. I have 1 hit left. And I'm dead. 3 straight games. I got demolished. And as much as I want to complain about the matchup, I will. That matchup is horrible. But that's no discredit to how Cuddlecore played. She absolutely cooked me, and all of my adjustment attempts were getting blown up. So I will have to go through some growth as a player in order to overcome Cuddlecore. But something I'm happy to report is we still have some moments of success. This match is the final match and is a must-watch. VDX versus the JAKEMAN, a run back from 2023 ICFC, Intercontinental Fight Club. These tournaments were Tekken 7 tournaments, and you can see JAKEMAN notes here. I'll switch over real quick. ICFC 2023 top 16 match, no way. We've been bracket demons for each other for a long time. JAKEMAN usually has the edge. He's a fast tempo player. He's very, very hard to contain. And the only way I can win is by somewhat matching his speed, but also remaining composed and not getting, you know, scrambly with him. Okay, he gets an early heat engage off the shove. He's jabbing to contain me. I'm weaving to get around his containment. Nice back three. My back's to the exploding wall. I'm very cognizant of that. Mash the wild man. Now I'm really close to the wall. I let him hit my legs. I try to roll to get away from there. He slides again, but now I'm out of the wall situation. Now I'm going in. Okay, block, incorrect punish. We'll let that slide for now. I want to get his back to the wall again. Sidestep left. Clinch goes under the wall jump. I'm spinning. Already it's a fiesta. Down jab, and I mash again. That was the first interaction, and it's another interaction. He's frame trapping after down jab on hit. And I get a nice guard break to close out. And that's going to be another strategy I have, is I'm going to run the guard break, let him call it out, and then adjust from there. But I can't be afraid to throw out the guard break and win damage that way. Shove is good again. Heat engage again. 1, 2, 3. Forward 2. Okay. Nice sidestep left around my 1, 2, 1, man. Huge damage. He slides again. I'm letting it happen. I would rather get a good position than win that RPS. 2-1. Nice flash duck. He's heat smashing again. He's running at me again. I'm still blocking. Weave after a small sidestep. Guard break again. Force him to duck it. Force him to make that read. Collect my damage if he doesn't. Okay. Little whiff punish was a bit late. Weave 1. Nice block, but he didn't punish. Extended duck forward 2. Up back 2 on a different delay timing. Should kill if I don't drop the combo. Very nice. Keep it as stable as possible. Up 2 rounds against Dr.theJAKEMAN, MD. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, small sidestep right, beating the shove. Ooh. Okay, over here. Oh, 4-4 neutral 2. Back 1. Ooh, okay. Nice block. And the muscle armor is actually very nice for Steve to deal with because he can transition into stances that keep him from getting block punished. Peekaboo forward 2 conversion with the heat. We saw that against Tony, but it also works without the wall. QCF2. Oop. Oh, I ducked. I hard ducked for the throw. He catches me with the mid. And now he wave dashes in into wave dash giant swing. But that movement, I think, has taken him away from the wall. Yes. I have a pixel left Sonic Fang from downtown, but he wasn't airborne. So I missed the conversion. I thought I'd get a combo. Weave 1, 2. Guard break again to confirm the kill. I was convinced that Sonic Fang would connect airborne. Did you see what he did? JAKEMAN does sidestep 3+4 to catch my approach. And I thought he'd be airborne. But he's still grounded at this moment. So the Sonic Fang doesn't give an air conversion. That's why I dropped that. But I stayed sharp, I weaved, and I guard broke anyways. 3 straight rounds. 3 straight rounds. A solid start. I'm playing to his speed. I'm making the outplays with the weave. I just have to keep that up. I just have to keep that up. Can't let the anxiety of muscle armor, the anxiety of getting grabbed, or getting counter hit by down forward 2, I can't let any of that slow me down. Back 1, a huge counter hit after a small foot poke. Boop, boop. Nice, the corner stabilizes the combo. Okay, no launch, thank goodness. Guard break again. 1, 2, 3. Just keep him cornered, keep him contained. Extended duck 1 in case he ducked. 1, 2, 3. Yes, and a forward 1+2. I meant to do a running 2, but again, that miss input actually working in my favor. Flicker back 2. Nice. Okay, I tried to spin twice and he mounted me. Break that throw, or the punch after the throw. Extended up forward 2. Now he's ducking. Okay, he's interacting a bit more. Down 2 gets low parried. He could sense that I wanted to go in and make some damage happen. He did not want to give that to me for free. Wall carry is clean. 3-2 charge string and a Jaguar sprint. Forced mix-up situation still in the game. I'm done complaining. Let's commentate the match. Try to weave, and he uses a homing move. So he's answering my weave with slower buttons. Homing, delay timings. What that means as Steve is I can back one him. Pay attention to that. Okay, no conversion this time. I didn't want to go into heat, and I second-guessed it right away. I could have Sonic Fanged. All right, he gets the crouch dash throw. I break 1+2 for the King's Bridge. That is the most damage. So he does the 2 break, gets 50 damage. Still pretty good. All right. Do I get to play soon? I try to Snake Charm. His extension is a mid. Over here. Block the mid. Just survive. Just get off the wall. Forward 4 neutral 2. I weave. He delayed his timing. You catch that? Little detail here. Sorry, I went too far back. Right here. Forward 4 neutral 2. I weave. He dashes and then DF3s. Right, so he's calling out my weaves, and that's when I note, okay, it's time to counter hit him. Or outfox him. Steve doesn't just have back 1. If they're swinging on immediate timing and you want to do something quick, you can evade. But it's actually 2 different topics. Back 1ing is to catch his delay timing. Outfox is to catch his immediate timing. Because they're trying to navigate around Steve's wall of hitboxes and neutral tools. Okay, down 2. Okay, he catches my weave again. I have all the information I need to back 1 him right there. That's the cash out moment. I weave past his immediate timing. I weave to the left and right, and he has to delay his timing. Now the back 1 is set up to connect. 1-2-1 gets evaded by forward 4 neutral 2. That's one of my gripes in this matchup, is that he has a nice high reward option against the 1-2-1. But I Shoryuken to try and keep my options fluid. I've been playing a bunch of control. Now I play an explosive move if he tries to get around it. Clinch. 1 connects. The link is good. The combo drops. VDX. Break the throw though. Sonic Fang. Stomp of the feet. Mid this time. Weave around the down jab. The weaves are working so well against Jakeman's attempts to counter attack me in quick moments. Because he's responding, the weave is working. Because he tries to track the weaves, the back 1 is working. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Game 3, I'm up 2-0. If I win this, I go right back to fight Cuddlecore. But Jakeman is known for making full comeback sweeps. 1-2. He's jabbing to contain me. He's sick of my nonsense. I've lost 40%, but I spin through his defenses. 1-2-1. The last hit clips him. 5 Fox Fury. He tried to retaliate, but I kept swinging through the muscle armor. Peekaboo pressure. Flicker pressure. Body. Uppercut. He's swinging. He's rolling at me. QCF1. Sonic Fang conversion. Very, very nice. Okay, while standing 2. QCF1. Weave. Again, it's working. Counter hit. Confirms the 3rd hit. Or guarantees the 3rd hit, which I confirm. Okay, nice sidestep to adjust the combo. Catches me off the sidewall with the 2 throw. Shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back. Hit him low. Get through the muscle armor. Hit him low again. Beautiful sidestep right around the heat burst. And I'm about to rob him here. He goes into heat. He heat smashes and I weave to the right. I was actually slow on my whiff punish because I was caught off guard that it whiffed. And now it's no heat against no heat. Wildman connects, no counter hit. I try to whiff punish the down jab. And in my annoyance that I was too slow, I rage art and he stays composed. That was a scramble of a round. His rage art kills me. Look at this. He heat bursts and I weave immediately. That was sick. And then here, I was so locked in. I read the down jab, and I wanted to whiff punish, but I was too slow. And then I got upset, and then I rage art. Regain composure. Cannot let that break my focus, right? You go for your reads, sometimes you're too slow. That's wasted brain power to dwell on. Okay, nice. Sidestep left against my next down forward 2. Immediately nuke the floor for 58 damage. Strong aerial tailspin. Back 1-2 to wall carry. Okay, can't break the floor there because he already did it to start the combo. Forward 4 neutral 2. Heat smash! Shove. I'm just trying to get off the wall, man. Oh, we got the chain throw. I'm breaking 1+2 because I'll die if I don't. So he gets the free STF follow-up. Couple more guesses. Get up kick. While standing 2. Okay, hold on. I'm healing more. Maybe 3 more guesses now. Peekaboo down 1. Peekaboo down 1. A little greedy, Mr. FeeDX. A little greedy on that Shoryuken. You can't get lazy. You gotta keep playing the game. Jakeman is fast, but he's also patient. QCF2. Block and punish. 1, 2, 3. Down 2. Okay. So he's looking for everything else. Missing a few string defense opportunities. Flicker jabs. Yep. Changing up the wall of hitboxes. Making it look a little different. Making the timings feel a little different. Out of there. Whiff punish. Yes. The pressure is working. He's whiffing a bunch of options. I'm in there. He ducks the clinch. Not bad. Not bad. Block the heat smash. Just have to not get the floor broken on me. He rage arts on my dash block pressure. All of the wall of hitboxes are now paying off. I'm in there. I'm poking the feet. I'm swinging. I'm weaving. He gets anxious and wants to keep me out. But I'm not desperate to win damage. I'm actually chilling. Down 2-1 counter hit. Flicker jabs. Again, succeeding. He can't find a way in. Nice. Backdash away from my Peekaboo 2. Peekaboo down 1 again. And then I'm chilling. Not forcing anything. But even when I'm chilling, I'm dashing in. The idea is I can't make it obvious if I'm chilling or trying to win more damage. 2-1 whiff punish. 2 throw, no break. I'm now in his head. I'm confident that I can throw some more pocket sand and it's going to work. Heat smash, whiff the first hit. He blocks the rest. Lionheart 1. Finally, no guard break. Reactable low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the duck. While standing 1-2 to kill. 3-0. Over a bracket demon of multiple years, Dr.theJAKEMAN MD. After the 2-throw connected, I was so convinced this was going to work. He flash ducked for the Peekaboo down 1, and I did the slower low. So he would have had to react and duck again. But he committed to the backdash. And he stays pretty solid here, but I hold this duck. I thought either a throw was going to come, or like a giant swing, or a forward neutral 2. Quite happy with that performance. 3-0 against Dr.theJAKEMAN, careening me into the grand final rematch with Cuddlecore, which will not be showing because it's another quick 3-0. It's another complete wash. If you want to see it, definitely go to my Twitch channel or the VODs channel. You can see how this match plays out, but it's a lot of the same. I was kind of locked in, like that nice little punish on the spring kick, but she really just cooks me again. It's a lot of the exact same thing as the last set. But die, you stupid robot, I said in anger. But I end up closing it out in second place at TNS, number 100. Another fantastic performance I'm very happy about. And with this, I actually qualify for the finals. The finals will be happening next week as of the time of recording, January 27th. I'm recording it a week before. January 27th is the finals. And then we'll be going straight into the Tekken World Tour finals. So lots of great Tekken content going into the absolute final wrap-up of Season 2. I guess there's a little epilogue, too, with the EMEA Cup. So lots of Tekken to come before we get Season 3. I love the competitive aspect of this game because it keeps me really engaged even when the game itself is a little tough to get through. So I hope this is working for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you stuck around and let me know if you did, because I really do appreciate your attention, your time, and your engagement. Also, in case it wasn't abundantly obvious, I don't actually think I belong in the Tekken World Tour Finals, but it was a bit cool to take down Victeemo, number 1, Dr.theJAKEMAN, number 3, getting King Ray Jr. pretty close at number 4, taking down Tony, number 10, and in general, just performing way better than I've expected. It's been pretty cool to compete again and to be more confident in my gameplay and kind of enjoy what I'm putting out into the Tekken universe. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.